But right before we leave, I want to quickly talk about abundant mindset, because we're talking about money and it's a very taboo conversation, because people with money are always looking to make more money, but people who are struggling with their finances are trying to deflect from that conversation because it's painful, right? And I understand that. I'm sure you've seen it and you understand it too. Not all of us are in a position of financial abundance, but some of the things that I've learned to put me in a state of financial abundance, and some of the resources that my mentors who are very successful have taught me is surrounding a mindset, an abundant mindset. So very quickly, some of the things that I've used was the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich. And one of the greatest ways to change your mind into an abundant mindset. So basically what an abundant mindset is going from scarcity and lack to believing that it is your birthright to have financial freedom. And so knowing that it is your birthright to have financial freedom and abundance, knowing that you were not put on this earth to struggle and just get by, but there is an abundant source available to you. Now, abundant source can be anything. Abundant source can be the lake, the water. It can be God. It can be Allah. It can be Jesus. It can be the universe, the sun. It can be anything. It can even be yourself. But there is an abundant source of something available to you, and that being available to you, you have to be able to tap into it. People tap into it in various different ways. You know, meditating is one way. Praying is another way. Affirmations is another way. But something that I've definitely learned, and I've tested it out so I know it's true, is gratitude.
Right.
So making a list of all the things that you're grateful for, all the times that God or the universe has come through for you financially, and being grateful for all the money you've gotten or received throughout your life. And the second part of it is making a list of all the debts that you have from top to bottom, things that you owe, things that, you know, maybe you want to purchase down the line, and just writing, thank you, God, or thank you, universe, for giving me more than enough money to receive this now. And I kid you not, I've literally seen this work. It's it's literally just giving God thanks. You know, you're putting it into the universe in advance. And among other things, Think and Grow Rich is a great tool for you to start reading if you have not read any money matter books, but you want to come into a financial abundant mindset. That is the number one book. It's a very old school way, but the principles still apply. Millions of successful business people have read it and have succeeded from it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, keeping up with, you know, the abundant mindset is definitely something that's going to work to your advantage. You know, just to break it down, it's almost like when, you know, you're having a bad day, right? And you spilled your coffee on your lap, and, you know, you were at the bus terminal or the bus stop and a bus went by and splashed you, and one bad thing starts to happen after another. And a lot of the times it happens because you're already in the mindset of just having this negative day, that just that energy just keeps on giving you more and more and more negative stuff. The same thing can happen the opposite way too, right? If you are grateful, show gratitude, think positively, you know, give God or the universe praises for what you have, that also will attract more of that success to you, right? So the same way that you know, bring on negative thoughts, negative vibes, the exact same thing can happen the other way around as well. And the more that you show gratitude, the more that you know, keep that abundant mindset and that wealth-oriented mindset around you, trust me, it works wonders for you. It really does.
Yeah, like, you know, knowing that more is coming, knowing that you have access to this. Now, I know it's like really tough to hear that if you're in like a real tough place financially and you're like, you know, what is she saying? Like, I don't make that type of money, so how am I supposed to be grateful for what I have? But there are a lot of things we can be grateful for. We have a home, we have internet. Right. You have internet if you're watching this. You know, you have access to a phone, you have access to people around you, even, and you may look like really batshit crazy if you do this, but I do it all the time. I will take a jog down, like when I'm jogging down the lakeshore, if I'm in LA, like jogging down the beach, I'll literally be saying like, no, thank you, universe, for all the money you've given me throughout my life. thank you for financial abundance. Thank you that I'm a money magnet. Like, or thank you for all of the relationships you blessed me with. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for my children, you know? So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's like super important to have that consistent mindset of you have access to this and it is available to you.
Yep, it is available to you. And like you just said in the beginning, you know, abundance is your birthright. It is your birthright. So, I mean, it might not feel that way right now. You might be thinking we're crazy, what we're talking about right now, but trust and believe. And especially if you know, maybe, Sinead, you can maybe post a couple of the book resources that you mentioned before in the caption for people to check out. But once you guys take a look at some of these resources and really tap into it, even YouTube, there's tons of videos on this stuff as well. You can see how it works for you. It doesn't hurt for you to give it a shot and check it out.
Oh, this stuff works like 100%. Like, yo, honestly, if millions of people are doing this worldwide and they're winning and they're successful in their business, try
Absolutely.
it. Like, it doesn't hurt. And the other thing I wanted to say very quickly before we leave is abundance is not just in wealth. I know so many rich people, and I even consider myself the richest person. And it's not based on money. It's based on happiness. It's based on love. It's based on kindness. Abundance is not a money thing. Abundance is definitely how much love can you give? How happy are you? I know some rich ass people who are unhappy. And I know some people just getting by who are the happiest people in the world.
Yep. It's so true. It's so true. And, you know, everybody's heard money's not everything, right? And it's so true because you can ask people that, you know, that are in your circle that are making lots of money. And, you know, there's people too that you guys have to pay attention that when it comes to money, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard this saying and maybe not, but remember, it's not about how much money you make, right? It's how much money you actually keep. You know, your friends could be making 100K a year and still be living check to check, just like you, because their mentality, their saving habits, their spending habits, they're all just not in a line, right? And they're just as miserable as you are and make way more than you. So that has nothing to do with any of that at all. It really doesn't.
And last thing is, it's not a competition thing. Do not worry about what other people have. Don't worry about how big their house is. Don't worry about what car they're driving. Because let me tell you something, you do not know how they even got that, or you don't even know what they need to do to maintain that. I know some people who are driving the bombest cars and don't have gas money. So like, let's just keep it 100, you know? So don't be stressing off of what anyone else is doing. Just focus on you, what makes you happy. And if you want more information about having an abundant mindset, we can give that to you. We can show you what we've used and what we've seen has worked.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, thank you so much, Nicole, for your time today. I just appreciate you so much. I really hope that you can join us next week to talk a little bit more about investing and jumping into the stock market. And I really hope that if you guys have any questions at all, please direct it directly to Nicole.
Yes. Thanks so much for having me, Sinead. And hopefully I will see you guys in another video soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.